my name is Charvana. I go by the she, her pronouns, and this is my guest today.
ACTORPAT. I go by he, him.
And we are watching Arcane Season 2, Episode 3. We were just talking about, like, story arcs and story plot, and I feel like we have to talk about it. I was like, oh no, Pat. What if this next one's the big sad? What if this next one's gonna make us cry?
No.
What if we have to make a new thumbnail that looks really sad because this one can't be happy? No.
My thought on that, and this is just writer brain, actor brain, watching TV shows brain. We know that there's 3 arcs they're doing, right? It's 3 episode chunks that they're releasing. So I feel like, I mean, there could be sad stuff, but I don't think we're gonna have like season 1 holy shit depression sad episode until episode 6, because they're gonna want you to be hooked for the final arc. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? I gotta wait another however long, and that's gonna rope everybody in for the final 3.
I think this is gonna have a big slap you in the face moment. I don't know if somebody's going to die per se, but I do feel like this is gonna be a big slap you in the face moment. I think people are gonna find out things, or secrets are gonna come out, or I don't know. One big confrontation has to happen at the end of this one because it is the end of the first arc. I
mean, that would
think
follow
it might
the
be
format
the big
of the first season. So.
It really would. So,
but we will see who will have the correct slap in the face.
We'll find out together, starting now. This is Arcane, Season 2, Episode 3, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. I will click when I see the record. Click, and flip, and place. Let go. Like that, just a little sync up moment. I wanted to know what this was all about. I didn't say much about it earlier. What do you know? This is all about the gray, right? Interesting. Wild.
The style is so good. What was that you were saying about hoping she doesn't go jaded?
There's still... It still feels like they're on the hunt. They're not for everybody. They're on the hunt for one person. And the gray is to, like, clear out the area so they can continue to look for the person, but I don't think it's the right tactic.
Yeah, using the invention your mom made to clean the air to poison the entire underground.
Yeah. Ew. That's like haunted house horror levels.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Ooh. I can see how some people would be like, this is the least dangerous method. We're not, like, eradicating them in this way, but you kind of are. There's lasting effects to that.
Yeah, I mean, at best, you are driving everybody out of their home and making it unlivable for at least a while.
Yeah. What's the bonk? What's the bonk? I want to know what that represents. Like the headbutt? Like they cannot be together? I want to know. My enemy. Oh. Oh, never mind. That was that guy. Yeah. Ugh. Come on. What?
Whoa. Damn. Damn.
Yikes, my dude!
Ugh.
I like seeing them reuse characters too. She's the one that made deals with Jace in season 1. Hmm. Hmm. happy for this.
Now, kids.
Yes. Don't change. You just promised. Oh, cool. A topical shimmer.
Good. Oof.
I love incognito her is still just glammed up to the nines.
Yeah. Just absolutely stunning.
Huh? Finished.
Ah, ball sockets.
Yeah. Her.
Mm.
Wait. Explain more.
Go on.
Say more. Not less. Say more. Very fun music.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Aw.
just walking into trauma
Yeah.
on trauma on trauma. It'd be really annoying. Yeah, annoying.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, you turd.
Hey guys, guys.
I poked it. I poked it. I shouldn't have.
Damn.
Ouch. Oof.
Wanana.
Mm. It's a something. They're very calm.
Yeah.
Oof. I almost feel like Jinx would be a better match for Caitlyn than the other two. You know?
Yeah.
It's close combat versus like ranged. There you go.
Wouldn't you touch it with like the hammer first?
Yeah,
Like, not...
something else. Poke at it. Well, a hammer is also like head tech. I don't know if I want to put like tech on tech, especially if it like. I don't know if
But
I
your
touch it.
hand?
I don't think I touch it. Oof, 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 oof. That's the thing that exploded the council.
Thankfully, not with a hex core, though. Uh-oh.
Like a mirror looking into a mirror.
Going
This is a weird episode. Pretty.
full Tesseract.
I guess she did have that. Or was that from her gun? Ow, face grab with that would hurt, dude.
Hmm.
Teleportation or
Yeah, is it like destroying all the hex tech? Is it...
I can't tell if it's like ripping atoms or what it's doing. Oh, babe, don't take the shot when they're that close. Ooh!
Oh,
Finger. Ooh! Dang, dude, she's a good shot, but ow. Oh my goodness, no. Oh my goodness, Yeah, I was gonna say shoot the gun at least, not her hand or her child or anything like that. Oh god. Okay, that could have been way worse.
hmm.
The gas. How do you even breathe in that wind tunnel, let alone the gas? Just
Yeah.
the pure wind pressure at your face. Well,
Yeah. What a peaceful moment.
until the fight from the underground.
It's so colorful.
How fun that we saw that in the last episode or first episode. Little hint to the vents.
Hmm.
And it's so colorful, like you said.
If it's gotta rain chaos, let it be colorful.
Oh no. Ugh. Yeah.
Damn.
Hmm. Possession. Amara was not actually the evil thing. It was just a possession.
Oh. What?
Well, we're gonna get an outside force. Not just gonna be a civil war.
Right? Damn.
Oh my god. I hate it. Why you gotta corrupt my favorite character?
And now we get to have the heartbreaking fights.
God, I saw this the very first episode. That little like, oh, you stepping up, my new mentee. Oh, daggum. Fudge. Manipulation is their strongest tactic. What does that mean? Oh, you plucky little sidekick. Say no. Say no. Say no. Say no.
Damn.
Ah. In our efforts to do great, we failed to do good. I'm so mad about this. Man, I'm so disappointed in that.
Wanana.
Oh, we're getting another little like ending. Eerie lullaby playing. Is he pumping himself up or is he pumping something else up?
My initial thought was like, is he trying to bring Silco back? But yeah, I can't.
It seems like he's giving his blood to something else. Go get blood. Not like this, but go get blood.
Not this way. Please, not this way.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, it's like a massive creature there. Oh my god.
I'm mad. I'm so mad.
But see, I told you. Like, well, maybe
Okay.
for you it was, but it wasn't quite the depression face slap that we were talking about. I still think that's going to be episode 6. Because that's where we're going to have like some. That's where we're gonna have now an epic showdown between not only I think the end has to still be Jinx and Vi in some form, but now we get a Caitlyn and Vi, which is gonna be the heart slap on episode.
I'm really disappointed. It like made me tear up at the end because it's just like it's just the Victor quote over and over and over again. And the in our efforts to do great, we failed to do good. And I think she has tried so hard in season 1. She tried so hard to like bring everybody together, be like, we are one people. We need to conglomerate. We need to like actually strive to help each other. And we're not trying to get in each other's way. We're trying to actively do something, to the point of just vengeance. Like, she's gone so hard down this path of vengeance. She has not gotten a time to grieve. She has not gotten a time to like process any of that, because it's just constant attack on attack on attack. And now with this full manipulation tactic, Mama Medarda is just like a warmonger, and they are a people of war, but I think they are more so a people of manipulation, and that's so much scarier, especially politically, because if you pull all the strings, that's so scary in this kind of society. Hate that so much. Bad vibes.
I'm still like this episode, like you said earlier in the like, if I can just jump around a little bit with the like, I called it the Tesseract moment, but like the trippy drug scene.
It was so weird.
Like that, and then the Black Rose stuff. It's like suddenly there's like all these other forces at play that are like have been hinted at or we've seen little touches of, but it's like I have no idea what's going on with those. I feel like a lot of stuff goes the time travel route, and especially because we have our character Echo, like I feel like
again, I don't know if he has anything to do with time stuff yet, though. Maybe he does just because it's the clock, but I don't know that for certain.
But I feel like that's where this globby thing is taking everybody. Like they just got bamfed to the beginning of the series or farther into the future, or like they're gonna see or affect something. They're gonna be the cause of something else. Like they're gonna be like, because
Jace saw his own savior at the beginning, because
something like that where like he's the wizard or something, because he, if not him, like he saw a vision and said, my God, what have we done? You know, like, so he realizes or is seeing something in that Tesseract that like we did this all to ourselves. Like it's all a time cyclical thing. But I think I'm
definitely going to have to go back and watch that segment a few times over to grasp all the little nuances that happened throughout the entirety of it. Because we have those three experiencing something very organic, something very wild magic, if you will, down in the basement. Which, by the way, what little turds! What absolute little turds! And I so just roll my eyes with Echo, just being like, well, we didn't want to build it on the surface around the people because what if it exploded? It's like, so you built it underground next to where we get our water and where we get our air supply and all this other stuff. So if it explodes, you just don't care about us. And it's like, well, oh my gosh. And you wonder why these people don't like you.
Yeah,
so,
hashtag eat the rich.
yeah, it's just one of those moments like you did not think outside of your bubble. Not even a little bit. So like,
and then saying like, you know, trying to backtrack, and it's like, well, it's far enough away from, and it's like,
it's like quite literally, this is what's all the gassing. It's like quite literally what happens in the very next scene. The explosion of all the gases go everywhere. It's like you were risking that not for your city, but for their city. And then that you're actually putting this into practice as a Kiraman. Like, I didn't really understand what the little flash drive-y thing was at first. I thought it was like records of past secrets or something like that. And I guess in a way it kind of is, because it is.
Yeah, it seems to be like a database slash you know, instruction slash, like, it was her mother's digital diary slash family log. And
yeah, it didn't seem like something that was like a big secret that was something that was like terrible. It was just something like, this is what we've done and this is how we're trying to clean up and this is just our record and log of history of what we've done.
It was interesting that
they used to.
Yeah, it seemed like the mom Kiraman was secretly, I guess that's why it's in that locked thing, you know, trying to come up with a way to help the underground.
Is it secret or was that just like a flash drive type thing of information? I don't know. I don't know if it was a key or if it was a flash drive. I don't know. But
because that's what it was handed down to her. Like the dad said, this is yours now. So I feel like it is kind of a,
I don't know if it was just responsibility or not.
Closely guarded.
Either way, what a what an annoying tactic. Because I can see how that could be something. I kind of wish we had more of a conversation about that. This one was definitely another see, don't tell kind of episode at the very beginning. But I almost wanted just a teeny bit more tell. Because we had so many other stuff to learn and wrap our heads around that I couldn't wrap my heads around every single detail. I kind of wish we had a conversation even between Vi and Caitlin about like, if we just scare them out, then we don't have to like attack everybody looking for her. We just gotta like flesh them out to flesh her out. But there had to be a back and forth of like an agreement, just being like, okay, I guess we can do this. I don't know. I guess I wanted more of a back and forth between them a couple more times of just these are the tactics, because we did get the exact moments that we needed. I still feel like they hit all the beats of like, we want them to be together. We got to see them kiss finally. We want them to strive for this relationship because we know it could be a good thing. And then all of the beats that led up to the part. So I don't know if they're going to be forever parted or if that's going to become their own thing or if Vi is done being an enforcer now. But she's certainly not with Caitlin anymore. Like,
yeah, that's going to be sad when presumably Vi is going to have to fight or even take out Caitlin because she's going to do something extreme. And, you know, she was willing at this point to kill a kid or risk killing a kid. She said she wouldn't have missed and she would have gotten the shot. But,
I really thought in that moment she would have accidentally killed the kid and that would have been like her first missed shot because she is such a good shot. So like as a viewer and as somebody that's rooting for Caitlin is like Team Caitlin can do this, I fully believe she could have taken that shot. I fully believe had Vi stepped out of the way, she could have taken it. And that's what hurts because it's like, you did stand in the way. You were in the way. We saw her shoot her finger off. And like, I don't know if she was aiming for her hand or if she was actually aiming for Jinx herself, but she made sure not to hit you while you two were like scrapping at it. This child is just barely in the way. So like
just that little bit of, or a lot of it in her mind, but that like, you didn't have faith in me. It's just like, you know this is what I do. And
yeah, I fully expected Vi to try to block it, and then that being the reason the kid died. That's what I fully expected to happen there in just that moment. I'm glad that did not happen. I am so glad that did not happen.
I thought in the moment, I thought the other way, as the kid was running to jump up onto Jinx, I thought Vi was gonna go in for the punch, or the shot was gonna come in, and like in that moment, the kid was gonna get blasted. But
well, kudos for Arcane for still not going with the expected and taking us to a whole different area and idea with all of that. Instead, we had them blow up, and it's interesting because it was even that Jinx is so complex that even in this moment, she wants to live, she wants to fight, she's angry and fighting for whatever she deems correct or letting it all burn. But also in the same moment, she's like, I'm ready. As long as it's you, I'm ready. You know what I mean? So it's like, why? It's so complex. Character just needs a big snuggle and a big hug, and to be taught that blowing up people is bad. So
yeah, she's got too many missiles, too many warheads to throw around. I think.
Yeah, it's just a lot. It was an intense fight. It was fun to watch. I definitely want to watch it a few more times because it was a lot to digest, because we had a lot of things that we were trying to digest. One of the other things that we were trying to digest was the roses. I want to talk a little bit of that. Do you think Amara was actually a witch, or do you think that she was possessed, like the assistant? I can't remember, Elora or Eleanor? I think it's Elora. By the end.
Elara, I believe, but I don't know what that was at the end. Like you had said possession, but I was like, I mean, she did have like the classic horror movie neck turn, like
yeah.
So yeah, I was so confused by what that was. Like if it was, like the spirit of the witch trying to come through her, if it's like just this flower is also its own like magical entity, like it's an energy source, or like what is this Black Rose stuff? Like I don't think we've heard of it prior. We've seen little glimpses of it with the stuff, but nobody's talked about it.
That this entity has killed her brother. We knew that from the first season also, when Mama Medarda came here, and it was one of the first things she says, like, by the way, your brother's dead. We need Hex Tech. And it's like, nah. We're not going to go for that. We're not doing that route.
And did they talk about specifically Black Rose, or was it just this merchant
it was
team, or this like...
We are in desperation need, but not like so much in that many words. That's what Mel has been figuring through this entire time. Even has cool contacts now. I saw somebody that's like a tabaxi kind of creature over there that I was just like, I like that. I like that. Do not like the blondie guy. Have not liked him since season 1. It's kind of just been like sneaky character that just like, he is somebody to be played. And he is quickly falling into that role of like, I am powerful, but is he really, if he's not actually pulling the strings? So
yeah, and to have that, like, he had that like almost puppy dog reaction when she's like, gather all the people, and he's like, really, now, like, finally? And it's like, that's not the attitude of a, like, you know, good or evil commander in charge. It was just like, oh my god, I get to do the thing I want to do. Like, yeah,
exactly. So,
but it seemed like he also expected himself, though, right? Because he was excited for it because he thought he was going to be in charge, I think, because that's why he was starting to stand up, and she shoved him down to say Caitlyn, and so he was kind of surprised because I think he was like, oh, I'm going to be the big shot.
I fully expected her to name herself, then Caitlyn, then him. But like, I understand that he would probably think himself as well.
But yeah, like until that build up when it's like a leader who's strong enough to make the hard calls and do the, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, it was like maybe her, but yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. So we got the Black Rose and whatever that is going on, and Mel being teleported somewhere. We're gonna go back to we're gonna go see another player, which is not gonna be Piltover, which is not gonna be the Undercity. It's gonna be a third entity.
I'm curious if this third entity will actually become a major player this season, because they did so much magic and so much magic. They did so much great storytelling in the first season that I wonder if they will introduce this new big bad just to have a major impact. But thinking on that, we still have not seen whoever this wolf creature is. Thinking about major players that are coming.
Wolf creature. We still don't know more about healer Victor. We still don't know about and we've only got 6 episodes left. This is it advertises it on the thing, the final season. It's only a 2-season show. So
how can they be pulling this many good big players into such a small amount of time left and still having everybody have their due diligence of story, you know? So I'm really hoping this doesn't feel rushed by the end, because it's been so good.
I'm kind of curious if they go the video game meta. And again, I don't know anything about League of Legends specifically, other than it's a just hop in, play a few matches, hop out. Like it's just play a match and you're good. So if it is some time travel shenanigans that are happening with this blob or wherever Jace and them saw, and they are introducing all these crazy elements, like if by the end it's like a game, you just wipe and it just starts over and everybody's back at the beginning with a oh, guess we're playing another round, and then I
don't think so. I don't think they'll go that. Hopefully they won't go that route.
I hope not.
A season 3, I wonder if they will do a season 3, not necessarily of these characters, but taking these characters, if we are going to wipe them, instead of just not having them respawn, but just wipe them and then go on with different characters. I wonder if they will take that route.
I do believe there are many, many, many League of Legends characters, so you could easily make the claim, oh, we meant final season of this arc.
Segment of people, but
now
more.
The next one is called, this one's Arcane League of Legends, so you could definitely say Otherword League of Legends.
I would not be mad at that. I do like this
series. As long
series.
as they can, like you said, as long as they can maintain this level of quality. One of the most painful things of any amazing show is when you start to see it taper off because it just keeps going. Because they are oh, well, we want money and y'all love it. So, there's so much. What else? Anything else? Any characters we didn't touch on?
Not anything that I can think of, but feel free to put them down in the comments below and we will touch on them again soon. Pat, thank you so much for watching Act 1 with me. I appreciate you coming in last minute and I was like, Pat, you want to watch? Because I like commentary, especially with somebody else.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you
and
so
everybody,
much!
if you haven't already, make sure you check out twitch.tv/Charvana.
Or twitch.tv/ActorPat. You can find us both live over on Twitch all of the time. Neither one of us actually have a set schedule, but I typically stream at 1:45 Pacific time. I just am freelance, so you don't know which days. Just tune in. I'll be there for at least 3 hours at a time. And Pat, do you have a specific time frame that you typically stream?
Typically evenings Pacific time, usually 3 or 4 nights a week, around 7:30 Pacific. Some a bit later for some of you, but we focus on the chill stuff, so it's just a vibe out as you go to bed.
Hopefully we'll catch you guys over there. But in the meantime, everybody, thanks so much for watching with us this week. We'll see you next week. Until then, bye for now.